What's going on, guys? It's Steve. Does Damian Lillard deserve more respect? And the quick answer is definitely yes. It's pretty funny how things work on it, honestly, because Damian Lillard has been extremely consistent this entire season. He has a 49-point game against the Miami Heat, and now everyone's back on the Damian Lillard bandwagon. Like when he hit that game winner in the playoffs a few years back, I think that was 2014. I think it's funny the way it works that people are now getting back on Damian Lillard when, to be honest, he's always been this type of player. But the craziest thing about Damian Lillard to me is that he doesn't even get recognition as an all-star. I mean, if you look at last season, the dude was averaging 25 points per game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. He wasn't an all-star. This season, he's averaging 27 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. He wasn't an all-star, so he definitely needs more respect. Who the hell averages nearly 27 points per game and is not an all-star? That doesn't even make sense. Now, it also speaks to all the talent in the Western Conference right now with Steph and James and Curry. And does he deserve to be a part of that type of, that elite level? Maybe. And I say that because the Blazers obviously took a step back from last year. Okay, they're 9th right now in the Western Conference, which is not good at all. They have a really good duo, so there's really no excuse. It's sort of like the New York Knicks situation. I mean, they have Melo and KP, so there's really no excuse for them not making the playoffs. But with Damian Lillard, it's like his shooting percentage is pretty good too. He shoots 45% from the field, 38% from 3, 91% from the free throw line. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He scores 27 points per game. He gets 7 assists. He gets 5 rebounds. I mean, what else can you ask for? And how is that not an all-star? He reminds me sort of like the John Wall situation right now in the Eastern Conference, and actually for the past few years, because John Wall is probably the best all-around point guard in the East. However, people would say I would take Kyrie over him because Kyrie gets more media attention. He gets more attention around him. And the same with Isaiah Thomas. It can be the market, but in John Wall's situation, it's not really because DC is a big market. But with Damian Lillard playing in Portland, it's not really a big market. When was the last time Portland had a really big star? I mean, Brandon Roy. And even then, he wasn't really a superstar. He was just like a pretty good all-star caliber player. So maybe it's the market that's why he doesn't get a lot of attention. I don't know. What I do know, though, is that Damian Lillard definitely deserves more respect. I mean, it's pretty, like Stephen A. Smith would say, it's blasphemous that someone could average 27 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists on 45% shooting, 38% from 3, 91% from the free throw line, and they're not an all-star caliber. Like, they're not even an all-star. Like, that doesn't even make sense logically. He's top 10 in scoring. He's one of the best point guards in the NBA. To me, that's just ridiculous. But it's also because there's so many dominant point guards in the Western Conference, like Stephen Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. So that's possibly why as well. And it's not even that he's not clutch or anything like that, because he's proven to be that guy. He shows up in big moments. And yes, he's been outplayed by Stephen Curry and absolutely embarrassed by Curry before in the playoffs, okay? So maybe that's why people say, you know what? Maybe he's not on that level because, yeah, Kawhi got embarrassed by Kevin Durant, but it wasn't as bad as Stephen Curry coming back from an injury and then in overtime taking over, making ridiculous shot after ridiculous shot. You know what I mean? It was a difference. So maybe that's why people think like, oh, he's not on that level, which I definitely agree with because he's not on that top tier elite level as of now. But I think if he can continue to work and his team gets better and he starts winning and going deep in the playoffs, then he can be a part of like the Russell Westbrooks, the Stephen Currys, and the James Hardens. But to be honest, it's sort of, I feel like he's in the right spot, but he's also not. I feel like he's underrated but overrated at the same time. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like he has potential to be at that top tier level. He's not there yet, but some people just underrate him to like, okay, he's not even an all-star, which is ridiculous, He's only a 2-time All-NBA, which is kind of crazy, but it's understandable considering there's only 3 All-NBA teams. And then on top of that, you have Russ, Harden, and Curry in the West alone. And then bring in the East, you have Kyrie, Isaiah, and then you have John Wall. And let's not even forget Chris Paul, who makes it every year. Okay, so it's sort of like a tough situation, but he definitely deserves more respect. He definitely deserves to be an NBA All Star. And to be honest, they need to take away that position gap, like the limit to how many players can be at each position in the All Star game, and just let whoever's the best of the best be in the game. It doesn't matter if you have 4 point guards on the floor at once; it'll be entertaining as hell. Seeing everyone cross people over, throwing up threes, or if you have 4 small forwards just dunking on each other, that would be entertaining as hell. And something else that a lot of people don't even understand is that this guy is never unhealthy. He played all 82 games his first 3 years. Last season, he played 75. This season, he played all 64 games. He's always healthy and playing. So, to be honest, it's ridiculous that he's not an all-star. He definitely deserves it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Peace.